Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 8 of the Goalkeeper Career Mode. We're with Newcastle and things aren't going great. We're getting dragged into a relegation battle. Today's game, we play Arsenal. But as I'm about to show you, Arsenal are in just as much trouble as us. They played a game less than us. They're a point ahead of us, but they're down in 16th after 16 games. Only won 3 from 16, drawn 7, lost 6. Not good enough at all from them, but I still think they'll cause us a few problems. So in terms of us, we've gone up to 78. I think we were 77 when we last spoke, I think anyway. But in terms of how it's been going, we've played 2 games. We played, obviously, in the last episode, we drew 0-0 with Chelsea. We then went on to lose 2-1 to Leicester at home. They they didn't batter us, but they took a couple of decent chances. We then played Everton, drew 0-0. But if it wasn't for me, we would have lost 4-5-0. Everton were really, really good. And I think they're sitting like 5th in the Premier League, something like that. So that's exactly why they played so well. But today, Arsenal away. It's regardless of their league position, it's never going to be an easy fixture. So let's get into it. Here we go, live from the Emirates. It's Arsenal Newcastle, a big game in the relegation battle. Here's the lineup for Arsenal. Petr Cech in goal, Bellerin, Monreal at the back again, Mustafi and Kolasinac, Ramsey and El Neni in the middle, no Xhaka maybe, Ozil, Mkhitaryan and Iwobi, and they will be behind Lacazette. Lacazette's only played 4 games this season, hasn't scored yet, but he could be the difference. And the Newcastle lineup, the main man, Shaw measures in goal. Yedlin, Lujan, Mbemba and Dummett across the back. Ritchie, Hayden, Marino and Atsu across the middle. Much the same as always. But we're playing Perez in behind Slimani. And goals have been hard to come by recently for Newcastle United. Slimani picks up on the pieces. Atsu plays in. Oh, he played it into Perez, I think that is. And good goalkeeping from Cech. He just got there ahead of his man. Newcastle throw. Atsu finds the feet of Perez. Finds Dummett. Perez, will he find the cross? He does. It's deep, and it goes to Ritchie, who decides to shoot. So many bad decisions in this Newcastle team. Ayoze Perez. Marino, will he find Ritchie? He will. Ritchie, couple of step overs, beats his man well. Can he find the cross? Slimani's on the ball. Ritchie again, get your cross in, son. Atsu's free at the far post. Headers. And he's managed to put that into the side net, and that was a big chance for Newcastle United there. You've got to be hitting the target there. Into the feet of Moreno, finds Hayden, and that's half time. And you have to say that if there's going to be a winner in this game, it looks slightly more likely to come from us. They haven't tested me one bit yet, and I suppose that is the reason they are where they are in the table. Maybe for future games I should be looking at the table as opposed to who I think should be the better teams, because at the end of the day, if they're getting the results on this game, then they're going to certainly create chances against us. The half-time stats, you can see not even a shot for Arsenal. 51% of the possession. We've had 2 shots, 1 on target. We probably should be 1-0 up from that Atsu header, but not a terrible half from Newcastle's point of view. From a viewer's point of view, it's not been a very good half at all. Into Lacazette again. Have we got any runners for him? There is runners. Ooh, I was hoping he wasn't going to come back to me there. That would have been disastrous. Monreal, back to Bellerin. Constantly playing 1-2s with each other. Surely find Ozil. They do. Bellerin into the feet of Lacazette. This is the closest he's been to goal. And he stung our hands with a decent effort there. But, I mean, we were possibly a stride over to the left. But we managed to get a good pair of hands on it and send that ball behind. Substitution as Lascelles is going to come on for Dummett. And it's a corner for Arsenal. Can they make anything of this? Looks like they might go short. They do, and I think that might be a bad choice from them. It turns out it is. Lacazette finds Bellerin. Oh, and I think that might have been Ozil who had the shot, and we just managed to pluck that from inside the post. I think that was going in, just if it was. Possibly going wide, possibly hitting the post, not too sure from that angle. But it's another corner for Arsenal. Will they swing this one in? I think they will this time. They've swung it in, and the header, and maybe that didn't need saving, but got down and saved it well nevertheless. Finds Bellerin on this outside right. Cuts inside, and a really lackluster pass. That's a dodgy clearance from the Newcastle defender. I think we're going to get away with it. And the full-time whistle is blown. It was a poor match, if I'm completely honest. Didn't really get any action until the last couple of shots at the end. Arsene Wenger in real life would be sacked, I should imagine, at this stage, 17 games in, sitting one place above the relegation zone. But all in all, it's a good result for Newcastle United. So a final match rating of 7.6. We parried 3 shots, didn't catch any. 100% passing. We only passed 3, but still, it's all positive. So there we go. This is the league table as it stands. Man City top the table, joint with Tottenham. But the bottom of the table is where we're a little bit more interested in. We're only a point out of the relegation zone, but we're a point behind Arsenal in 16th, 2 points behind Stoke City in 15th, and then 4 points behind Huddersfield and West Ham. So we need to start winning some games because there's a few people around us with games in hand. We could find ourselves in that relegation zone very, very soon. But I think I'm going to have a little look at the table next time when I pick the game, and maybe playing teams like Swansea, Leicester, Watford, and Everton would be good choices as opposed to Manchester United and Arsenal, who are clearly struggling this season. Okay, so in terms of when we're going to come back, it doesn't really change for the next episode. I said I was going to bring you the Man City home game, and we will do exactly that because they are top of the league at the moment. But looking forward, I, I don't know. We've got an FA Cup match. I didn't realise that one. But what I might do, I'm not 100% sure whether to put in a transfer request or whether to stay at Newcastle for the whole season. Um, I'm thinking I'll probably stay there for the whole season, but it's always nice to get a transfer to a newer, bigger, shiny club. But the next episode for sure will be the Manchester City home Premier League game. But that's going to be it for the episode today. So thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave it a like. If you're new, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you in the next episode.